I want you to offer clarity to the audience. Yesterday, I mean, I think LeBron should have said something. I think somebody should have said something. Nobody said anything. Nobody. That doesn't feel like a grown-up business.
No, look, LeBron, you're right. He should have spoken either after the game Tuesday night or early Wednesday morning.
Something.
Being gone to I agree. However, what's worse is that Jeanie Buss and Rob Pelinka didn't say anything. Who's running the organization? I've been talking to people around the league. When they showed up, what was it, Wednesday morning after this, nobody knew what to do. Nobody knew what to do. The Lakers are run like it's 1983. They're a mom-and-pop operation in a league full of corporations. They're behind in terms of scouting. They're behind in terms of analytics. They're behind in terms of all the technology. You would never think that because they're the glamorous Lakers, but they've been running on talent. When Shaq and Kobe were there, you know, they ran on the talent of those great players. And that's what they're still doing to this day. And look, there are people that feel like Rob Pelinka orchestrated a coup to get Magic out of there. Okay? Because now obviously he couldn't force Magic to resign, but Magic referred to all the backbiting, the backstabbing.
That was clearly a shot at Pelinka.
No question. And throughout the organization, Rob would go all over. Where's Magic? Have you seen Magic? Magic's not here. And letting people know Magic's never around. Okay, so people, and that got to Magic. When you're Magic Johnson, you don't have to put up with backbiting and all that stuff. So Magic's out. The feeling is that Rob knows the Lakers are way behind the times. And so now that we'll see if he ends up with the power. But now that he has the power, his plan is to get them back up to speed like a 2019 organization should be run. Bring in a GM under him, probably a young, hot GM, because a lot of the older guys don't really like Rob and trust him and may not want to work for him. But bring in a young, hot GM, build up the infrastructure of the front office, just like all the other hot teams are, and then Rob will look like the genius. And that would work out for the Lakers because that's what they need. They could go other routes. We've all heard David Griffin. I think they got to sit down with David Griffin. But David Griffin will probably have to be the president and be able to do whatever he wants. He has LeBron's trust. He knows how to work with Rich Paul. And I'm not saying you don't turn the organization over to LeBron and Rich, but you do have to have their trust. So I think they should look at him. You know, obviously we threw out Jerry West and Masai Ujiri in Toronto, guys like that. But that is what a lot of people are thinking now. Rob, if he stays, he's going to build up this infrastructure the way it needs to be for modern-day NBA basketball. Here's the other thing. Kobe Bryant he doesn't want to be the president or the GM or anything like that, okay? Mm-hmm. But Kobe Bryant has Jeanie Buss's ear, unlike very few people have. I mean, she essentially chose Kobe over Magic, which is incredible, being how close her and Magic were. Magic, I believe when Magic and LeBron sat down for that 3-hour meeting a few days ago, Magic was like, I want to get rid of Luke and I want to get rid of Rob Pelinka. And then he went to Jeanie to talk about it. And Jeanie, as much as she wanted Luke, she would have let him do that. She was not going to let him get rid of Rob Pelinka. Why? Because of Kobe. So Kobe will always be behind the scenes. Not that he's trying necessarily to manipulate the situation, but she trusts Kobe. She loves Kobe. She's going to go to Kobe. What do you think about this trade? What do you think about hiring so-and-so? What do you think? And Kobe's going to have a say. The thing is, he's going to have a say removed from the day-to-day operations of what's going on in the league and the NBA. So he won't have the context to know all the other things going on, but he's just going to share his opinion. I don't know that anything's going to get done with the Lakers without Kobe kind of signing off on it and Jeanie thinking Kobe's with it. So they need to upgrade. They need to.
The mom and pop in a corporate world.
That's what they are.
That's what they are. All right, let's go through the playoffs real quick here. Let's start with the Western Conference. Warriors 1 seed against the Clippers 8 seed. No upset, right? Both shoot threes well.
No, Golden State.
Okay. Rockets, Jazz. Jazz are very efficient, may be the Boston of the West, well-coached, rim protector, can't shoot much. Rockets win.
The Jazz are scary because, as you say, a rim protector. So what does Houston do? Threes or at the rim?
Right.
The stuff at the rim is going to be tough. If they run Houston off the three-point line, like San Antonio's done in the past, run them off the three-point line and make them drive, they're not going to stop at 15 feet and pull up. They're going to go all the way to the rim, and then you got Rudy Gobert, the best rim protector in the league, right there. So they can be tough, but I'm going with Houston.
I just don't think the Jazz have enough shooters.
They're not ready, right.
Thunder, Blazers. Thunder dominated the series. Westbrook get out of the first round? I think he does.
Yeah, I like the Thunder in this one. Just partly because I think the Thunder do have a lot of talent, obviously, even though they kind of ended the season in a spiral. And Portland's just banged, obviously.
C.J. McCullough had a knee injury. He's back, not 100.
Nurkic is not there. So, yeah, they're going out again in the first round.
Okay, Nuggets can shoot, and they're deep, but their three best players have never been in the playoffs. Chance the Spurs upset the Nuggets?
I got the Spurs. I got the Spurs pulling off the upset, and probably in 6, because it's going to be tough to go there in a Game 7 and win in Denver. But I think the Spurs – look, Jokic is the best player on the floor.
But the next
3, you're right, are LaMarcus and Aldridge and DeMar DeRozan. They obviously, as great as Mike Malone is as a coach, and he's second on my Coach of the Year ballot behind Mike Budenholzer, obviously Pop's got the edge. And the big thing is, as you said, experience. And in the playoffs, you need a guy that, when all else fails, can just break down the defense and get his offense off. Denver doesn't really have that type of guy, as good as Jokic is. So I like the Spurs for the upset.
Okay, so you got Warriors, Rockets, Thunder, Spurs over the Nuggets. All right, let's go to the East.
I'm going to tell you quickly, I got the Thunder upsetting San Antonio. Well, I don't know if it'd be an upset, but beating San Antonio in the next round, and Golden State, OKC in the conference finals. Golden State winning.
OKC in the Western Conference Finals.
Yes.
Be a shame to see them upset by Portland.
Westbrook is awesome. Say it.
Let's go to the East. He's very talented. Let's go to the East. Bucks, Pistons. They could apathy is the only roadblock for Milwaukee. This is a massive.
Right.
Blake Griffin. Credit to Blake Griffin. I watched the Pistons play about 2 weeks ago. Blake's had a great year. So he's maybe the third best player in the East, fourth best player in the East.
He's had a great year.
He has had a very good year.
Blake is a great player. Blake should be a Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Right. Blake is a great player, but I think we're overstating it. He's in the East. They're the 8th seed. If you're that great in the East, you shouldn't be the 8th seed. That's all I'm saying. I think he's playing more. He's handling the ball. He's shooting threes more. It's nice, but
Celtics, Pacers. I think the Pacers, when they lost Victor Oladipo, played with a great deal of heart for about 6 weeks, and I think they've been sort of unveiled. They don't have enough shot makers.
Nah. It's Boston, but it'll be tough. But Boston.
Okay, Raptors over the Magic, not close, right?
Raptors.
Okay. Sixers players: Tobias, Simmons, Butler, Embiid. Embiid's hurt. Their best 4 players haven't played that many games together. I think the Sixers are vulnerable
in the first round.
Do you know what you're going to get from Tobias Harris and Ben Simmons? Are you sure Embiid's not going to play this weekend?
They're beating Brooklyn. They're beating. Now, I agree. It's the fact that Embiid is questionable, that bothers you. But they'll beat Brooklyn. It might go 6.
I think it's going to be.
Brooklyn is well coached, obviously, and they're a little
house
machine.
money, little house money.
I get it. But none of them have been there either. And there's got to be, I don't care what they say, there's got to be a sense of, we made it. They're satisfied.
I get it.
And D'Angelo Russell's your leader, and he's had a great year, but I'll take Philly over.
I will too, but I think it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, if Embiid
doesn't play,
if this goes further.
They don't have a lot of shot makers. If Redick's not hitting.
The only thing, if Embiid's not there, and obviously they're not better without him, but you put Ben in the post even more, and Ben can score down there in the post.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's probably a little better floor space, and everybody's more comfortable with Ben down there low, and you don't have to worry about Embiid on the 3. So they'll get by them. But I'm picking Toronto over Milwaukee in the conference final.
What?
Because of experience. I hope I'm wrong. I'm pulling for Milwaukee. My 2 favorite teams in the East are Milwaukee and Philly. So I would love to see either of them.
Talent-wise, yes.
Right,
I don't trust.
Those are my I would love to see Milwaukee get to the finals because I think their length could really give Golden State some
Well, they're
problems.
a great rebounding and great defensive team with a star offensive player.
Exactly. And I think they shoot the three really well. They could give Golden State some problems. So I hope Milwaukee gets there, but they just have no experience at this level. And Toronto obviously has got great experience with Kawhi and Danny Green. So I'm going with Toronto to win these. Hope I'm wrong.
Chris Broussard, good stuff, buddy. Good talking to you.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.